Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss about the dummy variable trap in one-hot encoding. In our previous video, we have discussed how we can perform the one-hot encoding on the nominal features. If you see here, city is your nominal features where we have the unique values. If you see here, these are the unique values we have. We have 4 unique values. So once we perform the one-hot encoding, after that we got the 4 dummy variables. These are the 4 dummy variables and the count of these variables will be equal to the unique value in that particular nominal features. So if you see here, this is your vector, right? So first place, if we have the value 1 at the first place, that will represent the value A, and the value 1 at the second place, that will represent the value B, and so on C and D. If you see here, sum of this particular vector is always 1. If you see here, sum is always equal to 1. So if you see here, we can write the linear equation of this particular vector. Let's, in our data set, we have only these 4 variables. Okay, we have city, and what we did, we applied the one-hot encoding. After that, we got these 4 dummy variable, and after that we removed the city variable. So now in our data set we have only 4 variables. So if we want to write a linear equation, y is equal to mx plus c. If we want to write this equation, so we can write in such a way: y is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 and so on. So y here is 1 we have. If you see here, addition is 1. So beta naught, this beta 1, this is your coefficient, and x1 is your first variable, this one. This is your second variable, this is your third, and so on. But here we have only 4 variables. So we can write this equation in such a way. So if we write the equation for the second vector, we can write this. So if you see here, total addition we are always getting 1 for all the vectors. So if you see here, we can write this equation, right? We can write this equation, all this equation in such a way: city1b equal to 1 minus, this is your left hand. If we will move all these value into the right hand side, then we can write this equation in such a way. And same for city2, same for 3 and 4. So if you will observe here, city1 is explaining the same thing whatever the city2, city3 and city4 is explaining. It means city1, city2, city3 and city4 all are redundant. It means any dummy variable can explain the same thing whatever the city2, city3 or city4 can explain. So we can say that there is a multi-collinearity in these variables. It means they are all are correlated. So now we will discuss what is the dummy variable trap. So as our main goal is that we want to convert these nominal features into a numerical numbers. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to use the one-hot encoding. It means while converting the categorical feature into a one-hot encoding to solve the problem of the categorical variable, because we cannot use this categorical variable to train our machine learning model. So to solving that particular problem, we are using the one-hot encoding. But what happened? We got trapped by the multi-collinearity. So that is called as a dummy variable trap. Let's, if we want to train our logistic regression model with the help of only these 4 variables, So we can use the sigmoid function. We use sigmoid function in logistic regression. Sigmoid function formula is this. So we can say that we will use the 4 weights here, and these weights would be like your this, and these your total features. So Wx would be like this. So we can say that because as per this equation we are able to get that any one dummy variable can explain the same thing whatever the other dummy variable can explain. So that's why we can remove the one dummy variable. So what is happening? If we are not going to remove one dummy variable, we are going to use one extra weight while training our machine learning model. So that will consume computational power and time. If we will use one extra weight, so this will consume computational power and time. One issue is that. Second issue is your multicollinearity, and third issue is your, let's, in this nominal variable we have only 4 unique value, and here we have only, how many data we have here? We have only 20 rows, right? And so after that, how many variables we will get? 1 2 3 4 5 6. City will be deleted. So 1 2 3 4 5 variables this, and 4 variables these, right? 4 variables these. So total variable we will get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 total variables, and these 9 total variables have only 19 rows to train our machine learning model. So this will cause the curse of dimensionality. It means total sample should have at least 10 times of the features, at least. If we have 10 features, in that case we should have at least 100 samples. Now we will explain how we can check the multicollinearity by using this dummy variable. So for that, what I am going to do, I am going to use the VIF. By using the VIF, we can check the multicollinearity in the system. I will create a separate video how we can check the multicollinearity in the dataset. I will explain all these details in that particular video. But here I am not going to explain all those things. So just I am going to verify here. So here I am going to use the VIF, how we can check the VIF. So for that I created one function. So VIF formula is 1 divided by 1 minus r square. This is your VIF formula. If you see here, 1 divided by 1 minus r square. So here what I am going to do, I am going to use this encoded data set. So after that, once we apply this data set in this particular function, after that I am getting the VIF, these values. And here I mentioned that if VIF is equal to 1, very less multicollinearity. If VIF less than 5, moderate, and VIF greater than 5, extreme multicollinearity. If you see here, these features have a extreme multicollinearity, right? So let's delete the one variable. What I did, I am going to delete the one variable. So this data set I have already deleted, so I am using this particular data set here. If you see, I have deleted the column A. So once we deleted the column A, let me apply this data frame in this particular function. So after that, I am getting these particular VIF. If you see here, after removing the particular column A, our VIF is drastically reduced. It means our multicollinearity is removed. So this way we can verify the multicollinearity. So this is called as a dummy variable trap. So that's it from my side for the today. I hope you will like this video. If you will like this video, please share with your friends and colleagues, and also subscribe my channel. If you will have any query or question, you can mention in the comment section. I will try to answer all of your queries. Thank you.